All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, the Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shah, for the apostles of Greatmillstone. I just want to bring a couple of scriptures out, you know, hopefully edify the Akim out there, and prayers and blessings to the brother out there that's doing the work of sincerity and truth. You know, that's coming on this banner of righteousness. You know, under that righteous doctrine. That means well. Okay, I'm gonna go to 2 John chapter 1 verse 6. My point is in 10 and 11. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandments, that as ye heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. It was back then, and it's now. It was back when Yahweh Shai was on earth, and back when Adam, and it's all the way up to today. Alright? Following the doctrine. That's a commandment, the righteous doctrine. You know, not making up your own heresy, not making up your own what you want it to be. What you want to worship. I got another precept that go hand in hand with that. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake up out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So you fools ain't really got time to be changing up doctrine. You know, you should stick to the script. You know, especially what you have learned. You know, a commandment is follow. The main thing you should be following is the apostles. You know, because every time you do something else, as you can see, you wax worse and worse. That's why humility is the key. Number one thing that makes you humble is shutting your mouth. You know, learn to be quiet. Because our salvation is nearer than we believe. Our salvation is through is through Yahweh's word, which is Yahweh Shai. That's the only way you're getting out of here. The night is far spread. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darkness. That's what y'all doing. Y'all coming up with this crazy notion that we're not supposed to worship Yahweh Shai. That's one. And it's flat earth doctrine. That's two. It's numerous other things. You know? Like, man, we bucking up against the apostles. That's it. That's what y'all out of your mind. Man, y'all not gonna be nothing. Y'all wasn't nothing until y'all heard the truth from Yahweh Shemel Shah, from the apostles. The day, we start at verse 12 again. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. The armor of light is the truth. It's the scriptures. The right doctrine. Okay? Let me go back to 2 John. 2 John chapter 1 verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. And there's a few antichrists that that's mingle among. They really ain't trying to worship Yahweh Shai. They was back then, um, spitting on him, hitting him when he was kept bearing that cross. Spiritually, you know who you are. That's why you the way you are. Let me see. That's 7. I had a couple other precepts that I was going to bring out. All right. I'll just bring out. I'll read on. Okay, I'll read on. Look to yourself that we lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward. A full reward of staying with the true doctrine, understand what Yahweh Shai have given to the apostles spiritually, and he has fed they have fed the flock. Because he told Peter to feed my sheep, and through the Spirit, that's what the apostles is doing. Not you, Alazar. Not you, Baloo. And definitely not you, Izar. You out of your mind. Whosoever transgress and abideth not in the doctrine of Mashiach hath not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Mashiach, he have both the Father and the Son. You see, the Father and the Son. That's important. What are you talking about? That goes hand in hand. They intertwine with each other. They together. Let's prove that. Let's see. I had a couple other scriptures, but I want to get to the. Let me go to Romans chapter 10, verse 6. Chapter 10, verse 16. Chapter 10, verse 16 and 17. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Elijah said, Lord, who have believed our report? That's the same thing the apostles said when they prayed. He said, who would believe in our report right now? The apostles of Greatmillstone is giving a great report. They coming down. They going out week in and week out, reporting information that's on the news, prophecy. And how did you get the report you did have that you're losing, that's leaking right out of you? How did you get that? Through the apostles. Let's read that again. Romans chapter 10, verse 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel, for Elias said, Lord, who have believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God, the word of Yahweh. The word is Yahweh Shai. That is the word, and that's the word through the scriptures. He comes in the volume of the book. Okay. Let me get back to I'm gonna start back at 9. It's in John chapter 2. 2 John chapter 1, verse 9. Whosoever transgress abideth not in the doctrine of Mashiach hath not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Mashiach have both the Father and Son. Alright, you have the Father and Son. Okay, you fools, you don't have. Yeah, it's leaking out that you're gonna soon not have your Yahweh. You don't have your Shah. It's leaking out. At first, your Yahweh Shah leaks out, and then your Yahweh leaks out. Then you're gonna be worshiping Satan again. Then you go back into the world. All right. See, but Lou, he ain't coming back. Now, he's done. All right. He like he said before. I'm not gonna do the work. I'm gonna let y'all do the work. He was talking about the apostles, and I'm gonna scoff on y'all. That's what he does. That's why he's so upset. Okay, let me go to First John. I want to see another scripture that was I think it's First John 5:3. Right. Yeah. First John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. See, it's not grievous to keep his laws, statutes, commandments. But, one of his laws is to abide by the doctrine, the right doctrine. That's one of his laws. And to worship his son as you worship him. There's another one too that I wanted to get. Let me see. I think it's First John chapter 1 verse 3. Let's see what that says. Let's chop you with this one, Alazar. First John chapter 1 verse 3. That which we have seen and heard declare we unto you, that ye also may have fellowship with us. Truly our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Okay? It's the same fellowship. Okay. See, just like if you go back, with Moses, our people back then, we didn't want to listen. Why don't you speak to him? We just, let us speak to him. And when he came down to speak, when the Lord Yahweh came down to speak to them, they all ran away. They didn't want to just deal with Moses. All right. Verse 10 in 2 John chapter 1 verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, the right doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bind him Godspeed. Nobody's giving you Godspeed, Alazar, Belu, and Izar. For he that abideth him Godspeed is partakers of his evil deed. That is an evil thing you doing, passion fruit. You're wicked. And I'm going to end with that note. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Hope it was edified. Stick to the right doctrine in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah through the house of David, aka Greatmillstone. Okay? All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Double honors to the apostles of Greatmillstone. Death to America. Shalom.